Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sam. So a question that I get asked a lot is what are my rarest Twice goods? And while I don't think there is a one official way to discern what is the rarest goods or what is more rare or valuable than others, I do have a couple things that I think are really hard to find. So I'm gonna do the top 5 goods I think are my rarest in my collection. And these will be in reference to how easy they would be to obtain online, to collect, etc. So yeah, let's get right into it. So number 5 on my list, I have the super card slash special card. So I put this as the same thing, even though they're clearly different, because it's a similar concept. For super cards, there are 1,000 total in all the albums for Twice Coaster Lane 1. And for the special cards, there's 900 total for Twice-tagram. So yeah, they're randomly in all the first press albums. So yeah, there's a cap of 1,000 for this, 900 for this. So it is pretty rare. The reason why this is on the list is because there's really none online for sale. People aren't really selling them because A, they either want to use them or they want to keep them for the collection. So I actually never pulled a super card, but I was able to get 2 from my from buying them online. Sorry, and then these I got from my group order. So one I will keep and the other one I will raffle away to group order members. But yeah, they are rare in a sense that you can't really find them online because no one's really selling them. But they are 1 in 1,000 or 900 respectively. So they aren't that rare, which is why they're number 5 on my list. Next, we have JYP Nation 2016 Japan goods. So as far as I know, that is the mirror, the pin, and the fan. So there's only 3 things, again, as far as I know, from the concert. This is the Japanese concert for JYP Nation 2016. So personally, I couldn't go because it was right when my school started, my first semester of law school. So I couldn't go back to Korea. I was just there in the summer. But I was able to have someone get these for me. And the number 4 on this, because I haven't found any of these online, like ever, since they came out. I'm sure at some point they might have been online. So you might luck out and get one of these eventually. But as far as I know, like I said, I haven't seen them online. And another reason why they're number 4, not any higher, is because they were relatively cheap. I'm not saying they were like $10 or something, but as far as I remember, again, quite a while ago, they didn't break the bank. Number 3 on our list goes to the Superstar JYP Nation Twice Cheer Up set from the live event. So the reason why these are number 3 and not anywhere higher is because they are pretty common on eBay. You can probably spot a member or 2 every now and then, but on the other hand, they are really, really pricey. About maybe $200 to $300 per each card. So the card itself is pretty nice. I'll show you guys here using the Tsui card. It is a pretty like hard plastic and glossy and shiny in the back. It's pretty sturdy. It's not like a flimsy card at all. But, you know, like I said, it is $200, $300 each card. There actually is only 100 sets because only the top 100 players for Cheer Up, the song Cheer Up, were invited to the event in Korea. Again, I couldn't go to this event because 1, I wasn't in Korea, I was at school, and 2, I believe people were just buying tons and tons of diamonds in order to upgrade their cards, to get higher cards to play, and I didn't make it to top 100 using no money because I decided not to spend money back then. But I was like probably like 150 or something at that point, and I couldn't qualify. So yeah, I was able to purchase the set right when they came out. It was quite pricey. I believe I paid maybe $800 for the whole set back then, but now the set goes for maybe $2,000, maybe even more, somewhere around there. So yeah, you'd be lucky to find a full set, but again, it's still possible. It's just very, very unlikely. So I might be putting this a little too high, but personally, I haven't seen another full set of these before. And these are the Twice CGV Photocards, postcards actually, from like UA promotions. So these came out really early in Twice's career, and I believe the promotion lasted quite a short time as well. And since Twice hadn't quite blown up at that point, not many people actually went and got these postcards from the theaters. So again, I haven't personally seen another full set in my life, but that's not saying another set doesn't exist. In fact, I'm sure quite a few sets do exist, but just no one's willing to part with their set or their individual cards. I have seen some cards floating around on Twitter. Again, I don't know how much they're worth now. When I picked them up, this was when Twice wasn't nearly as popular as they are now, obviously. And I got the whole set for maybe $300, so it's about $30 per card. I'm sure now the price has gone astronomically higher just because Twice's popularity and how rare these cards are. But I'm just personally glad that I was able to procure myself a set way back when. And these are one of the first Twice goods that I was able to collect because, you know, they didn't have that many goods to begin with. And here is the group card, for example. You can see the other cards pretty clearly, just this one's a little smaller. And the back looks like this, just a regular postcard. So yeah, since I haven't really found any of these cards online for a while now, since I got these, I have placed these pretty high in rarity. So they are my number 2 on this list. Last but certainly not least, we have this Twice We Like Zines book. So I did a video on this before, so you can watch that if you want to see the full contents. But basically, it's a mini book with 3 parts, one product review, and then Mafia thing, or Mafia thing first maybe, and then Mafia, and then product review, and then story. So this came from their show on KBS, and it was given to random winners through a lottery. So it was actually not for sale ever, and there was no way to get it guaranteed. So yeah, I don't think there's any, I haven't seen any ever on sale. So that's really unique about this item. And I guess it might not count as an official Twice good, but it is incredibly rare. And it is Twice. So yeah, and it's also not like a one-of-a-kind thing. So this ranks in at number 1 for me, is because it's pretty much priceless, and yeah, just really hard to obtain. So yeah, those are what I consider the 5 rarest goods that Twice has released so far. Of course, I don't have everything that Twice has released so far, so perhaps maybe you guys consider something I don't have even rarer than what I put out. But yeah, also let me know if I have something that you might think actually is more rare than the 5 I mentioned. But again, this was based on how easy I think it would be to get to collect. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.